Let's meet the visiting team, Los Angeles Lakers. At the point guard, Ben Simmons.
Grant, nothing. Quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, B.A., for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron James out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Murray, and it's Simmons in at the point.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Towns. Pass to McConnell. Robinson with a steal.
Nice defense. Reading the play, using some quick hands to take it away.
Murray passes to Bridges. Screen by Robinson. And Bridges good for three.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Here's Marshall. Mobley, a screen on Bridges. Marshall passes to Mobley. Towns against Robinson. Pass to McConnell. 4 on the clock. Over Simmons. McConnell's shot is off.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game, and he can't get the first one.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
Here's Brown. They set the screen. Pass to Mobley. Here's Brown. Mobley outside. Brown passes to Towns. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by Murray.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Just over a minute and a half in. Now Mobley. Towns for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Karl-Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Robinson, a screen on Mobley. To the middle. From the low block. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
McConnell with it, picked up by James. Pass to Towns. From deep. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Los Angeles leading by 3. James outside. Simmons looking around. Mobley against James. Throws it up high. Stolen by Mobley. Here's Marshall. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
James outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Utah. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Robinson. Counted. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Here's Brown. Coming off a 16-point game against Denver. There's a screen. Here's Towns. Robinson with the block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Marshall inside. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Towns. To get back on track. The rebound by Bridges.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's James. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Simmons finds James. And slam dunk by James.
Yeah, LeBron, too many options, too many weapons at his disposal when he runs the pick and roll.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's McConnell. No made baskets yet. Mobley passes to McConnell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mobley. 4-3. He's off on that one. The Lakers lead by 7. Pass to James. Shoots over Mobley. It doesn't go for him.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Brown passes to Towns. McConnell outside. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Bridges. And here's McConnell to the paint. Robinson with a steal. Now here's Bridges. He's covered closely. It's James on the wing. Stolen. Brown passes to Marshall. Pass to McConnell. Now here's Mobley. Now here's Towns. Simmons defending. 6 on the shot clock. Towns passes to Mobley. Here's McConnell to stop the drought. It's hauled in by Robinson. And here's Simmons. James outside. And here's Robinson. Bridges outside. From downtown. Towns with a rebound. Jazz trail by 7. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. He was just marveling at LeBron's ability to take advantage of any mistake you make, even a minor one. He said, if you're even a half step away from a guy defensively, LeBron will find that person. Coach is asking his guys to stay connected to shooters tonight.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen. Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
It's time for dance dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Everybody get down. Let's see those moves. You're off beat.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here.
On the court.
Here's Ayton. Now here's Mathurin. Beasley for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
We know Mr. Beasley wants to drain it from distance, especially if you give him any kind of space.
Jerome passes to Markkanen. Here's Christie. Back to Markkanen. Pass to post. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Bridges. Mathurin with a rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Ayton with it. Tries a 10-footer. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And it's now only a 1-point Los Angeles lead. Here's Jerome. Pass to Markkanen. Hits the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Oubre finds Beasley. Outside Mathurin. The 3 is up. The rebound by Bridges.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Post. Now Markkanen. With 1 on the clock. And Markkanen with the stuff.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Mathurin with the ball. Still without a bucket. Fires the 3. The rebound by Bridges.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Jerome. Now here's Markkanen. Back to Jerome. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Tice is checked in. Jazz trail by 6. Beasley outside. Pass to Oubre. Outside Mathurin. There's a screen. The 3 connects from downtown.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Doris, no secret how talented the international players are in the NBA, especially those from Canada.
Yeah, we've seen a number of Canadians come in and have a high level of impact for their team. For Mathurin, think about his availability his rookie year, played in almost every game. And this guy is a legit scorer at this level.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for the Lakers, Christie at the line for 1.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Now here's Beasley. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Here's Jerome. Tice outside. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Man, that one's good. Markkanen.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Beasley outside. Fires from deep. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Markkanen. Give him 8 points now. Down low. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Oubre. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
We've got Kelly Oubre. Malik Beasley is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Pass to Markkanen. There's the three. Ooh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
Outside, Williams. Now Beasley. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
And that one misses. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, B.A. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud, L-O-U-D.
McConnell against Murray. McConnell passes to Mobley. Here's Marshall. Three-pointer. LeBron with the rebound.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
Los Angeles shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in this game. He's off on the first. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Brown's checked in for Utah. Bridges, he's checked in for Los Angeles. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Marshall passes to Mobley. Here's Marshall. Here's the three. And after missing his first three shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparation, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Simmons has checked in for James. Pass to Brown. Back to McConnell. To the inside. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Karl Anthony Towns.
And I'm sure he's not pleased with these stats. His rebounding has taken a bit of a tumble over the last couple of months. He's really got to get his energy back up on the glass and start fighting for boards again.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Now Bridges puts up a three. And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has got 6.
Well, you know Mikal was thinking 3 as soon as he got free. That's a nice delivery.
Mobley outside. Plenty of space. Outside for McConnell. Mobley, a screen on Simmons. And he's going for the lob. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
McConnell against Simmons. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The Lakers in 5th.
They were patient, and they were also unselfish. And it helps to have guys who are willing to make the next pass.
Free throw good, Simmons. Towns, he's checked in for Utah. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Jazz trail by 10. And here's McConnell. No points so far. Pass to Marshall. Towns a screen on Bridges. Here's Marshall. And it's blocked.
Always engaged on the defensive end. Daniel Tice with the excellent rejection.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. McConnell from outside. They grab their own miss. Back to Williams. Clock at 6.
You can see the defensive versatility of Ben Simmons. This guy wreaks havoc. It doesn't matter who he's defending.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Robinson from down in the low post. It goes. Robinson's got 8.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Back to Towns. Takes the 3. The Jazz again can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Tice. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Tice has got his first points of the game. Jazz trail by 14. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
McConnell with a screen on Murray. Here's Brown. And another miss by Utah.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside Murray. Goes up again, and he lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 16.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
Pass to Williams. Here's Towns. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, that's a strong finish. Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Utah shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. That one misses for Towns. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Here he goes. Pass to Marshall. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Marshall's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Inside, here's Simmons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Marshall. He's got 6. Towns looking for an opening. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Outside Simmons.
Hey, right there.
Going inside, and it's Simmons with the jam.
Boy, Ben Simmons decides to put it on the deck. He is a dangerous driver.
Pass to Mathurin. And here's Washington. McConnell outside. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons. Murray from outside. Washington grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 15. Brown passes to Ayton. Soft touch off the glass.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
Tice outside. Back to Simmons. And Ayton pulls it down.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
McConnell finds Washington. Three-pointer Mathurin. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. Tice outside. Back to Simmons. From outside the arc. No luck on that one. Utah shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. The three from Washington. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Outside Simmons. Outside Murray. Tice sets a screen. Off the mark there with a three.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Jazz trail by 10. Pass to McConnell. Ayton with it. Here's Brown. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. Oubre, he's checked in for Utah. Beasley comes in for McConnell. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. James is checked in for Tice. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Bridges. Christie's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And Jerome subbed in for Ben Simmons. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
On the court is your hype squad. Jeff Head, get up your feet and get loud for teachers. I want to hear you all.
Pass to Jerome. Markkanen outside to snap the cold streak. Drains the triple. Markkanen's got 16 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's James. James with the focus.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Now here's Mathurin. Pass to Beasley. From the arc. Nails it from 3. 11 points in the game.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Markkanen against Oubre. Here's Post. Markkanen outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome. And down it goes. 2 points. And the Lakers lead by 14.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Washington against James. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Mathurin. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And just a tremendous ability to finish. No backing down at all from Mathurin.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Utah making a switch here. Mobley's checked in. That free throw good for Mathurin.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
Here's Jerome. Mobley grabs the board. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 13. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. James with the block.
That size and length and strength, LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Jerome. Here's Post. Still no points. A shot from the high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Buzzer beater!
Wow. What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for Los Angeles, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter, 3 for the game. We'll be right back after this word.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio. And now time to fill you in on some of the other NBA action. It's the Houston Rockets. And it'll be a challenge for them to get back into this one.
This one has not been close. Nothing to see here but carnage.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Los Angeles leading by 12. And so in the game for the Lakers, James is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard position.
In terms of volume and accuracy, Murray has shown a lot of growth with his three-point shot since entering the league.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And he drives in. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Murray looking around from behind the arc.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Brown. Mobley outside. Let's go with a three. Offensive rebound. Towns.
There's excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Outside Simmons. Back to James. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Marshall. He's guarded by Bridges. Mobley down low. He's against Murray. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. There's the triple.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
To the paint. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their players.
No good on that one.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
And the second free throw is good. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. McConnell with it. No points yet. Fades away. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
And we see Mobley continue to flesh out his overall game, including his jump shot.
Outside Murray. Takes a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Marshall. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Marshall's got 9.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Murray for 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
A shot by Brown, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Give him 8.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
Here's Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, most scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
Mark Williams, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. And so Towns nails them both.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
There's a screen. Three-pointer, Bridges. Pure from three-point range. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Washington's checked in for Towns. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. In the third spot, the Lakers.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. McConnell passes to Washington. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And it's James with the jam.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
McConnell passes to Williams. And stolen by Simmons. To the inside, Murray. He can't hit that time. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. McConnell outside. Pass to Marshall. Outside for McConnell. 6 to shoot. Over Murray. McConnell's shot is off.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success. Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Carries it down low. McConnell's got his first 2 points.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Pass to Murray. Bridges outside. Back to Murray. The three is up. Murray can't get that one to fall.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. Here's Washington. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Murray. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Los Angeles leading by 9. James outside. Pass to Jerome. Back to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Mathurin finds Beasley. And Daniel Tice picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Lakers. Post. Lauri Markkanen.
Here's Beasley. 11 points in the game. Four on the clock. Pass to Mathurin. Now Williams. Beasley for 3. The rebound by Post.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
With the step back, Jerome passes to Christie. Knocks down the long J. Christie's got 6.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside Mathurin. Beasley for 3. Drills it from deep.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Pass to Markkanen. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jazz trail by 11. Now Mathurin. He's got 6. Washington outside. Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer. He's got 9.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
Here's Jerome. Markkanen outside. The 3-ball. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre on the wing. Beasley right side. Washington outside. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Markkanen outside. The 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Christie's got 6 here in the quarter.
It's not just the decision-making. It's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
Here's Oubre. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Utah shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. The Jazz making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
The line for the Jazz. Kelly Oubre Jr. shooting 1.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
LeBron James always ready to sacrifice for the play. Absorbs the contact, draws the foul, gets the shot off.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Jazz trail by 10. Mathurin finds Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. Oubre's got 8 points.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
James against Washington. James, a freight train coming.
That's his game, attacking the rack with a purpose.
And here's Mathurin. He has 6. Off target from outside. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Markkanen. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Markkanen outside. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Oubre. Jazz trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining.
The 3 for Washington. Drops in the 3. Washington's got 9 points now in the second half.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Pass to post. And that one is stuffed right through.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Washington with the ball. Beasley outside. Lets it go from deep. Jerome grabs the miss. The Lakers lead by 9. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
Well, this is Beasley's game, right? The ability to know when to shoot it off the catch.
Here's Jerome. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jerome's got 6.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Ayton with a screen. Down low. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here is James. 12 points for him. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got T.J. McConnell. Najee Marshall is out there with Mobley. And then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Towns in at the center position. That's the group for Utah right now.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Beasley against Murray. Outside Simmons. James, a screen on McConnell. To the middle. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
Oh boy, in total control of that possession. Ben Simmons, 6'10" point forward. Distribute that rock.
Pass to Marshall. For 3. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. James finds Robinson. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Back to James. Now Murray from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. McConnell passes to Beasley. Back to McConnell. Towns outside. Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
Here's James on the wing. Covered by Mobley. For 3, Bridges. And Los Angeles, another 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc. 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Marshall. Beasley with it. Launches it. Second chance effort. Oh, Robinson with a block. Simmons against McConnell. Simmons, the pass to Murray. Murray. Great positioning on the putback.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pass to Towns. Murray against Beasley. Mobley, a screen on Murray. Beasley for 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Malik Beasley, by instinct and nature, wants to put the ball in the basket. You allow him to catch a rhythm and look out.
There's James on the wing. Covered by Mobley. Pass to Robinson. Yeah, a big finish by Robinson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Towns outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And he drops the first. Brown's checked in for Utah. No good on the second free throw.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Jazz trail by 14. Marshall passes to McConnell. To the inside. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. They get it again. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
It's him. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Show us those moves. That's right, it's all good.
Let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
We've seen this a million times. James using his incredible hoops IQ and getting to the free throw line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
Both free throws good from James.
At just about 85% from the line tonight, they've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
McConnell finds Towns. Now McConnell. Mobley, a screen on Robinson. From 13, it's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
That one goes. Count it.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Towns passes to Matherin. Mobley outside. Pass to Marshall. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for McConnell. Fires for 3. Good D by Simmons.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Murray, no good. Jazz trail by 16. Outside Matherin. McConnell outside. Over Murray. McConnell, good.
Well, it's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Down low. Here's Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 6 assists in the game. McConnell outside. Towns passes to Matherin. And they call an illegal screen here. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they kick off a road trip to Charlotte, where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And looking at the Pacers matchup, that's one to watch for. The 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
Jazz trail by 16. McConnell outside. McConnell with a screen on Bridges. Marshall passes to McConnell. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. For 3, Bridges. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
Mobley against James. Towns on a screen. Here's Mobley. James with the block.
Oh, LeBron with suffocating defense. He can still get it done.
Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Mobley passes to Marshall. He drops it from range.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Bridges outside. Mobley against James. Utah grabs the miss. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Matherin passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Outside Robinson. Murray against Mathurin. Screen by Robinson. Murray from outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McConnell passes to Mathurin. Mobley with it. The ball's knocked loose. James with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Utah making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James. One shot.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
All right, let's find out the news on Christian Braun. Allie, what's the latest?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. And just like that, he's right back out there. That's some toughness. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel on the court, but in terms of strategy.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. LeBron James.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Murray for three. Utah grabs the miss. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. McConnell with it. Towns outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. He's going for the oop here, and it's Simmons with the jam.
At 6'10" with excellent hops, Ben Simmons makes that look easy.
Pass to Brown. Towns outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Utah, Karl Anthony Towns, taking 2 shots.
Last on the
first. And that one falls for Towns.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
And so Towns nails them both. The Lakers lead by 17. James with the ball. Towns covering. James passes to Bridges. Up top, Robinson. Simmons finds Robinson. They double him with Mobley. Clock at 6. From the wing, Mobley grabs the board.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Pass to Brown. Here's Marshall, the 17-footer. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
In the game, 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter here. Left side, Robinson. Doubled by Towns. Robinson passes to Murray. Sinks it from distance. Murray's got 10 points in the quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Murray brings the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Pass to James. They kick it out to Murray. Misses the 3.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for LeBron James.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Murray brings the double. Towns a screen on Simmons. With the teardrop. Oh, Simmons with the block. Now James. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew,